Hello. I thought I'd do a little vlog while I'm uploading Cinderella pictures into my computer from tonight's Bolorama after the show. Brief health update. They have scheduled my throat, like my tonsillectomy and my adenoidectomy for Friday, March the 4th. They're following all sorts of different protocols, of course, as you all know, for those of us that are on so many drugs all the time, like taking me off the heparin now and stuff like that. So I've started to get headaches. Health-wise, again, this week was really rough because I'm used to barely doing anything, and I put in quite a few, 12-hour days to get the show up and running. And so I'm sure that, come maybe Tuesday or something, I will crash. And I have been trying to take, a lot of naps during the daytime, and when I can. This week was crazy busy with doctor's appointments I had. Last Saturday, of course, I had my disability doctor's appointment, and pardon my language, I don't know why I say that because I use language often on my vlog, but that guy was a complete douchebag, and I don't even understand the way the office was set up, but whatever. And then I had my consult for my tonsillectomy, and then I also had a Medicaid medical interview, and that went far better, and it seemed far more legitimate. The first one, the office didn't have computers, they didn't have really any equipment in their exam room. The guy first said he was ill-equipped to read anything about infectious diseases, but then of course did the traditional, I don't understand this, so I'm going to call your doctor a quack thing. The Medicaid office, they were way more professional, and they did actually draw blood and understand more of what I was talking about, though the undertones there too were unpleasant. I love my ENT that's going to be doing the surgery. His office is very blunt. They tell me that because I'm so immunocompromised, it's going to take a while to be feeling better. But that they hope it really will help because my tonsils were septic and cryptic, and my internal organs are just filled with strep and stuff, and they think it's originating in my throat and traveling downwards, so they really hope it will boost my immune system once the source of a lot of my troubles are gone. On a sort of odd side note, my grandmother, my mother's mother, who I was very close with, had her tonsils removed in her early 30s and then swore she never felt better in her life after that. So I'm hoping that, I'm not hoping for never better in my life, but because I have other health issues, but I'm certainly hoping that it will make that a significant improvement. I am a little scared of the surgery. I'm scared of going off of heparin because of my headaches. Blah, blah, blah. The disability group hasn't denied me yet, but they've set me up with their disability shrink, so next week is another round of just doctor. I get to see my normal Lyme doc on the same day that I see the disability shrink, and then I have some pre-op appointments, and then the following week, surgery. Cinderella went pretty well, I think. I think that the group of people I'm working with are fantastic. I think the actors are fantastic. They're very outside of the box thinkers, which I deeply appreciate because I directed a very outside of the box sort of version of the show without infringing on copyrights. And largely it's been well received. There are of course things that I would like to fix. The missing the 8 days for snow days set us behind, but the actors themselves are wonderful. We had some tech problems last night on opening night that by the time we got to Act 2 tonight were repaired, so I think that this weekend's going to prove very fun. Tonight we went out as a group bowling, and another thing that I love about this group is that they've all formed a family. That happens a lot in theater, but sometimes it's sort of cliquey, and there's one group that likes each other, and then there's another group. this whole group of people, they're very cohesive, they get along, they take care of each other when they're ill. Every single one of them pitched in terms of helping paint the set or sew the costumes or make the props. They are all very invested thespians, and so it's been just an absolute pleasure to work with all of them. It looks like my photos are uploaded. Eventually, I might do like a slideshow from tonight, just but it's not fun costumey things. I will probably do a photo call for Cinderella just because the costumes are just sort of fantastic. Instead of doing just candids, but I think that's it for now. I hope that you're all doing really well. Cool Kelly, we saw your video. It was nice to hear the jam, but just like to even hear your voice, like, or you can make signs if you don't feel like talking. You're an artist. Show us some of your art with like little signs or communicate that way. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. And I was in a lot of pain and I've been really tired, so but I've been going out a lot. We have initiated something called Mandatory Mondays in my circle of friends for karaoke and stuff, just because after the tonsillectomy I probably won't be able to sing for a while or even speak, they think, just because of some of the damage that's going on back there. But you know, that happens to everybody to a certain extent, so we've got a few more Mandatory Mondays left to hang, and hopefully my body will get through that, and because I know a big time of rest is coming up for me post surgery, and then there'll be another surgery after that. So also a man who I've known for a very long time, who is a director in my city, came through tonight and mentioned that he was a night owl too and watches a lot of my vlogs, which I was surprised to hear, honestly. I thought this vlog was for Limeys or sometimes for some of my chat friends, but I just wanted to say to him, I appreciate that you've been thinking of me and keeping in touch in this form, in this media form. And I appreciate that you mentioned you were saying prayers, and if you figure out how to do video camera, you should. Sometimes we play games on here. We do Mad Libs and stuff, so you'd be welcome to join in, because you don't have to have Lyme disease and a series of other diseases to be an insomniac looking for something to do in the middle of the night. So, and thank you for coming to see the show today too. All of my Limeys and my POTS people, and people still looking for diagnoses, I hope you're doing really well. And we'll just, my ponytail's just really bothering me. It's not pretty. Directing ain't pretty. Anyway, I'll hope to speak to you all soon. Big kisses.